أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. My dear students, I think all of you are well. Now we are passing a crucial moment. Not only we, but whole the world are passing a dangerous moment. We are passing the pandemic situation. My dear student, I think all of are all well and with your families. Today I am going to take a class on English second paper for the students of class 9. At the initial period of my class, I want to say to you, all of you should take a normal safe distance when you go out, and always try to stay at home, and always try to keep yourself safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. My dear students, I am taking class on English grammar. Today's subject is right forms of verb. I am going to take class on right forms of verb for the students of class 9. What is right forms of verb? Right forms of verb means to use a verb when you write, when you speak, when you answer your answer script, to use a verb according to rules and in its right form. It is called right form of verb. Today I am going to show you how to use tense in a verb. We already know that tense are in three kinds: present, past, and future. In present form, in all the tenses are divided in four types: indefinite, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. And all the tenses are the rules of right forms of verb. All the modes are the rules of right forms of verb. And now look at the blackboard. When we use a verb in present form, it takes its right way. The present form, just we know, in present tense we have four types: indefinite, continuous, and perfect and perfect continuous. In indefinite tense, just when we do a work usually, and which works are done normally in our life, and which are the habitual and universal facts, is called indefinite tense. In indefinite tense, we have to know some rules to use the present indefinite tense in right forms. First of all, we have to know that in present indefinite tense, when we find a subject which is third person singular, we must give s and es at the end of the verbs when we find a person which is third person singular. Look at the blackboard. I am writing here. He writes. Here he dash writes. There we find third person singular at the beginning of the sentence. And if we want to use a verb in the gap, what is the rules to use this? And he dash writes. Just we can realize that there will be it verb, and it is the verb. We have selected it for this gap. And what will be the forms of this verb? and this verb will take s or es at the end of the verb, and we have to write here eats. He eats rice. He eats rice. And if we use eat, it will be incorrect. If we use here eats, it will be incorrect. We have to use it eats, and eats is the right form of verb for this guy. Suppose if you want to make it negative, what will be the way to make it negative, and what will be the right forms of verb if we make this sentence negative? We have to use he does not eat rice. We does not eat rice. Why we use does here? To make the present indefinite tense negative, we have to give a doesn't or don't before the verb. So when we use does, it doesn't take s or es. This s or es is given to the verb does. Clear? And I have already learned a rule in the present indefinite tense. When the work is normal, when work is habitual fact, when work is universal truth, we have to use s or es at the end of verb if we find the subject third person singular. And then come to the point. How we can recognize it is a present indefinite tense? If we find adverb just normally, occasionally, usually, often, if we find this type of adverbs in a sentence, we think that this sentence is present indefinite tense. The verb which we find in this sentence, it will be the present indefinite. It will be the present indefinite tense. And you see an example. No, he not taking Kamal. Here we have a word, we have an adverb which is every day. Every day. And when we find every day, normally, usually, often, generally, occasionally, we have to take it as a present indefinite tense. And first of all, we have to just select which verb will be given in the gap. And Kamal days to school every day. Normally, we can recognize that, we can understand that the verb will be go. Verb will be go. And if we put here go, it is not correct way. We have to give here goes. Why we have to give here goes? The subject is third person singular number. Kamal is a third person, and Kamal is only one. Kamal is one here, one person here, so it is a third person singular number, singular. Kamal is singular here, so it is a third person singular number, and we have to give here goes. Kamal goes to school every day. I think all of you are clear. And if we want to make it negative, we have to write Kamal doesn't go to school every day. Just we have to, if we write here Jamal doesn't go to school every day. Okay. And then if we want to make it interrogative, just if we will be given an interrogative sentence in the present indefinite form, how we can use or write these sentences. Then if we make it interrogative, we have to write, does Kamal go to school every day? Does Kamal go? Does Kamal go? Go to school every day. And does Kamal go? Here is does. So we have to remove yes from goes. In the same way, if we make this sentence interrogative, we have to say, doesn't Kamal go? Doesn't Kamal go? When we have to remember that if a present indefinite tense takes do not or does not, the finite verb will give up its as or is. Then come to the present continuous tense. What is the present continuous tense? Present continuous tense is when we find a work running. When we find a work running. When a work is continuing. When a work is something is doing. When something is running on. Just if we say our class is going on. The man is walking. The car is running. In this way, we may say the students are playing, or the students are ready. The students are reading. And when we use continuous tense, we have to understand that an auxiliary verb in present form we must use, and then main verb will take an ing. And in which situation we have to use present continuous tense? Just now, here now is a verb. Now is an adverb. Sorry. Now is an adverb. And the students dash. If we use the right use of verb here, at first we have to select the verb. Which verb is will be used here? I think the verb will be play. The verb will be the students can do everything. He can play, he can read, he can walk, he can go to school. He can do everything. Just if we say we will use here go verb. Just select the verb go, and which will be the tense here? Which will be the correct form of the go? For the noun, for the word now, we have to understand that when we find noun, we try to use present continuous tense with the verb. So, to form the present continuous tense, we have to give a verb to be. A verb to be, and the verb to be will be am or is or are. Here, subject is plural So verb will be the auxiliary verb will be the are, and we use here are. The students are, and for the continuous tense, verb will be take and ing, going. The students are going, and if we use here read, the students are reading. If we use here play, the students are playing. Play. I think all of you can understand how the right forms of present indefinite and present continuous tense verb is used. I think you try to remember it, and always try to follow our classes, visit our sites. You already find many classes, online classes in our YouTube channel. I request all of you to visit the channel and see the classes. You will be benefited. I think all the teachers of our school are taking class on their respective subjects, and if you follow the classes, if you see the classes, and you will find an classroom environment when you visit our website, when you visit our classes, when you see our classes, when you visit our YouTube channel. And at last, I have to advise you not to go out. Keep a safe distance when you go out of your house. And today I am closing my classes. I am ending my classes. Thank you very much. Thank you to all, and be safe, be well. Thank you very much.